guys. It's funny because every time I always laugh whenever I decide to like videotape. Well, not videotape, but whenever I decide to record, it's always in the car because that's the only way I feel comfortable. And today's Friday, July 15th. And I'm mostly coming here because I would like to try to record this weekend. I always say that I'm gonna try, but whenever I stayed home or I have family events or party, even though the situation is not to have parties, but sometimes my friends and I just get together and have a great time at their houses. So what I was trying to say is that I normally always record in the car, and even right now I could be putting it on the holder of the car, like the car holder, but I'm just here, like literally like holding it with my hands. And basically I'm coming here because today is Friday, and not most of you guys know, but I work in a small electrical company, and I'm like the manager. Manager administration, if you want to call it, like administrative assistant, HR, and blah 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 blah. But for us in our small company, or the small company that I work for, it's a huge day because the president of the company had basically an emergency, I would say heart surgery, even though it was in regards to the heart, but it was a major thing. So yeah, our president of the company had a surgery, and it's a huge day because after a week and like 2 days or 1 day, today he got out of the hospital. And it's just not that, it's just that today is his 65th birthday, and it's so wonderful that he's still here with us, and be able to just to know that he's okay, that everything has moved so amazingly good regards of the times that we're having with COVID. And I just want to come here and just like mention, talk that we should be grateful every day of our life, and even though things happen, we'll be always be able to do what we have to do to be okay. And there are people that they're struggling really hard with everything that is going on, and they even people that were struggling from before this. So with COVID, it's just really hard. And just to know that we can do whatever our mindset is just so wonderful, and just be grateful every day. It's like, wow. I just wanted to say hi to you guys. I have a couple of things recorded for you, not a lot. I will be mentioning at the beginning of the blog that one of my best friends, we're gonna go to the house and she was gonna cook and everything. She actually went, but we were gossiping personal stuff, and we did not, like, at least I didn't record it. Like, there was a moment that it was like, it's such a Grethel moment, and we were laughing, and I told her, oh my god, this is why I should be recording, but I'm not used to be always in front of the camera, or even like with my friends. I feel like those are more intimate moments, and Tanya and especially, I don't get to hang out so much with her. I live in Hialeah and she lives in Kendall. For those people that live in Miami who know, the distance is basically like 30 to 45 minutes of each other. And I work a daytime job, and she works basically evening overnight shift. So it's really hard for us to get together. and even just to like travel, go on vacation, it's just hard. So, and then Ariana, it's not that I'm putting it to the side or anything, but she has a daytime job. We talk basically 24/7. I see her way more often. I go to her house. We hang out sometimes on the weekend. So it's a different dynamic from her and Tanya. So, and I really do not record from for none of them. So yeah. So I'm picking up Sophia. So I'll be right back with you guys. Good morning. I'm drinking my coffee. And it's late. It's 11. And we've been awake since 9 a.m. but I just didn't want to wake up. And then at this point it's like breaking point because Sophia is really hungry. And in Miami or in Hialeah, it's been raining, so I feel like and then I think this is gonna sound so bad, but I think I'm getting sick because my voice is really weird. And last weekend on Friday, when I was like buying a couple of things, I got really wet, and because I was busy and doing stuff, I didn't change my clothes or anything like that. So I just stayed like that. So I think it's because of that, but it's been raining here in Miami for the past 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken. And it's not like that it's gonna rain. It's just randomly, like it's an amazing sunny day, and then all of a sudden it's just starts raining. So, but we'll see. I have coffee, and then I have this vitamins, and yes, it's Sophia's cup. Not a lie. And then I have some vitamins, and normally because of COVID and everything that is going on, I drink this one or take this one, I don't know how you say it, is the Airborne Vitamin C, 13 vitamins, minerals, and herbs. So I really like it because it's like it's like Alka-Seltzer, but it's vitamin. So I really like it. And normally what I do, I don't like it with like just like temperature water. I really like it with like Perrier water because it's like gassy and things like that. So yeah, and then also I'm doing a couple of laundry, and then I've been looking for my AirPods for a week. Last time I saw it was last Saturday, and I found it today, and it's on a Saturday. So I was laughing because I'm like, oh my god, like who would have thought that it lasted on a Saturday? And I found it on a Saturday a week later. But yeah, Sophia is really hungry. Normally my mom would give her a 5 or a 6 a bottle, and no and yes, for those who are asking, the bottle that Sophia takes is this, and this is, if I'm not mistaken, 12 ounces. I don't remember now. Let me see if I take the sticker out. Well, this one is 15 ounces. I didn't want her to be taking milk on a like baby bottle, so we changed to that, and it has been amazing, life-saving, because I just didn't want her to be drinking from a bottle. So yeah, so we're gonna do a breakfast right now. My weekend is gonna consist of me, or at least not my weekend. I think tomorrow will be the day that I'm gonna really be doing most of it. I've been thinking when to do it. I don't want to do it tomorrow because tomorrow I'm gonna be extremely late for it. So I normally do all of this stuff on Friday for the past 3 weekends. I've been doing every Friday just to have the weekends off. this week I was not able to do it on Friday. I just got really busy or got cut off time. I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna be doing anything, especially because it's raining. I just wanted to come here and say that I did went out, and I will be showing you guys in a little bit. And if you live here in Miami, there's like you have to wear a mask. You're wearing a mask all the time if you're outside of the house. I would say most of the states and countries, I might be wrong, are doing exactly the same, or where it's really really bad, and here in the Miami area it's really really bad. So um I'm not saying that most of the kids, but at least for me, Sophia, she will wear the mask for a couple of minutes, and then once she gets tired, she just would throw it. And then for me to be on any type of store and having that problem of me telling her or me um, fighting with Sophia, I just prefer just to stay home. I'm not saying I don't want to follow rules, but for me and my point of view, is really hard when you have a kid, because if you're like, esa es la movie, no es más. For me, how I see it is that at least for Sophia, Sophia is going to daycare. Um, there's not a lot of kids. It's only like 5 kids in her school. There used to be a little bit more, but I guess with everything, like parents are just like from work, are just like working from home, so they decided just to keep them um, home, basically. And what I'm trying to say is that if you really think about it, parents that have 1 kid or 2 kids or as many kids, it's really hard for us because they are used to going to daycare or going to school, and then we would take them to the park, we would take them to the beach, we would take them here and there, and for them not to have that, I feel that it's really hard, and sometimes it really gets to them, and especially to the little kids. um, some of you might say, oh, you just like don't know what you're saying, but honestly, if you live in a house, it might be easier because you can have bouncers, you can have a little playground, you have on this. But me personally, I live in a condominium, so we cannot have tents. We do have a pool. uh, we have not used it, honestly, but then this is my point of view, like society or the city or people, family, etc., don't want you to not have a mask, but when you go to the pool, you're still interacting if you don't want to. Our pool is not that big. Even if I will take her there, like we will be with more, you know, people in there. So it's really sad, and sometimes I don't know what to do. Like if we go to the zoo, we already went to the zoo this year, but if I would take it to the zoo, still the same thing. Even if you try, I would say here in Miami, people do not have the capacity of understanding not to be on top of each other. And you would see it in the stores, you would see it everywhere. Even if you want to distance people, people do not. And then they might say, why are you bringing the kid? Or, well, I don't have anyone. My mom works, Sophia's dad works, and Sophia's dad is basically not in town most of the time. So it's really hard to juggle. I do think it's really hard. And for example, I took Sophia to Ocala. I took her to a trip, a road trip. And then I have a couple of coworkers that they have taken their kids to Key West, but they haven't like stayed in a hotel or none of that. They just have like found this little nice, I would say, a small island or somewhere that is really decent to other people, and some people like judge it. Like you do not understand. Like you have a couple that are working a regular job, 8 hours, 10, 12, 14 hours, and then you have 2 kids that are being at the house the entire week. What are you gonna do with them? Like it's just we're not used to, and I understand that we have to get used to, but it's really hard. It's hard because our kids are watching TV, are watching this and watching that. They have a coloring books, and on the color book it says go play on the playground. We cannot go to the playground. So it's just things like that that is so silly, and I just prefer to stay at home, honestly. I look really bad. Not gonna lie, I look really bad, and I wanted to take a shower because in days like I am too lazy to do stuff. I prefer to take a shower and start the highlight, please, and just start the day fresh and clean. But then I don't know, I'm just really lazy and tired. I didn't even like all this like literally like extremely black. It's not my eyeliner, it's my mascara. So yeah, what I'm doing right now is just cutting. I have shown you guys that I like to cut little pieces for Sophia. That's exactly what I'm doing right now, but it's really hard. ¿Qué cosa?
¿Qué es eso?
La comida de Sofía.
¿La comida de Sofía?
Sí.
Es caliente.
Super caliente, mom.
Yo quiero eso.
And what I'm doing here is when she's with his grandma from Danny, like Sophia's grandma, Danny's mom, she takes Sunny D, but this is Tangy Original, so this means that it's like really like oranges, like everything, lime, lemon, etc. So normally we give her smooth, but they didn't have it at the store, so I just grabbed that and I'm putting a little bit of water just to dissolve it. And normally this is what she will have for breakfast. She has eggs, orange juice. I didn't get her pancakes, but I did buy pancakes, but those are waffles. But it would be eggs, waffle, or pancakes, and orange juice. Her biggest meal, I would say, when we are with her, it will be breakfast and lunch. I don't know why, but that's the two like times that she eats really good. Didn't eat at all, so normally what I do, I'll give her some yogurt just to be on the good one. Ate what she ate. I'm gonna do sandwich egg, yeah. Yes, I'm fat, not gonna lie. But then this brand of bread I really like. They have one, guys, even better, that it's the multigrain. This time I just got like artesanos, like normal, and it says bakery bread and it's from Tara Lee, and each slice per serving has 110 calories. I really like it. I'm not saying that it's the best bread that you should have for it, but yes. And then I use like a little bit of mayo. I shouldn't, but I do. And then, yes, it looks a lot, but then I just spread it. So this is how much I'm using. And then what is left, I would use it on the other one. So basically one of them is gonna have a lot, but then the other one is not. It's not because of anything, I just do it like that. Then I just come here, get some eggs, and I have my breakfast. So this will be my sandwich. And you will be asking, oh, you don't put like and this is Sophia leftovers, so I'm just eating normal. So what I was gonna try to, what I was trying to say is, like, some people will say like, you don't have tomato, you don't have this. I personally don't like it. I would say because of the extra work of like cutting the tomatoes and putting in there a little bit of lettuce, blah 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 blah, and salt. I put like a tiny little bit of salt. Uh, we don't need a lot of salt here in the house, and but when we are traveling or we go to a bakery or um, cafeteria or something like that, and I ask exactly for the same thing, but like, more perfectly done, I would ask for tomato. I would not ask for lettuce. Maybe a little bit of ketchup and so on, so on, so on. But for now, no. So I'm gonna go have breakfast. I already had my coffee basically, and this is a major jar, but it doesn't. I didn't really do. I think it was 1 cup or 6 ounces. I think this means, yeah, 6 ounces. But I have a Karen coffee maker. I think that's what it's called. And normally I do the ice option, and the coffee that I'm using is French roast from Starbucks. I buy it at Costco. I buy the big box. That's one of my really favorite um, flavors. Favorite flavor. So um, yeah. So today I decided to have it here because I cannot find. I think I left it at work. Yeah, I bought this wine cup that is just like metal, and it holds the hot, or actually for the wine it will be cold, while you drink it. But then I took it for coffee. I really like it. It's really slim, and then that one goes a little bit up, but this is more like round shape. That's one. The one that I have for the wine, or the one that I use for coffee, it's more like oval up, so it's not as round as this one. But and then I just put like a little bit of creamer, and that's it. So I'm gonna have my breakfast, relax, and I'll see you guys later. I'm going crazy right now. Instead of taking a shower and just, starting the day, look at my hair. I decided to start doing laundry. And from where you can hear, my washing machine is really loud. So this is the second wash that I do. No. And I was just here going through like social media and things like that, and I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna do social media. I'm just gonna do homework. And I've been doing homework because I'm going back to school, and the chapter for one of my classes this week is the heart. And let me tell you, this from Paige, I did it on Thursday, and I'm still missing one question. And then I felt a little bit confused, and this part took me literally 20 to 30 minutes because I couldn't find it in the book. And then I found it, and then I had to like Google it a little bit more because I felt a little bit confused. This is actually my first time using the book for the class, and I think I'm a little bit lost because of it, because I have done the 3 chapters from where I remember and I know, like this is not the first time. This is for anatomy and physiology class, and this is not the first time I'm taking one. So little things that I remember here and there, and then from PowerPoints, I've been able to do homework and things like that. But then with the heart, I don't know why I feel so complicated. And this homework in particular, it's literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pages long. And this was one of the things that I said that I was doing. Disregard the mess, because Sophia just turned the pace in 20 minutes. And this was one of the things that I was saying that I've been doing for the past 3 weeks. On Monday is gonna be my 4th week, and I'm going back to school. I'm now gonna share what I'm studying, working for, but it has nothing to do for for the thing that I work at the moment. I wanted to do a little bit of change, and one of the change was this. I don't have the patience I thought I did back in the days to be like a nurse or a doctor and things like that, and I discovered along the way I have zero patience for it. I do have a daughter. Maybe you say like, oh, maybe it gets better. No, no, it does not get better. And I love Sophia to death, but sometimes I had to get mentally prepared to. But I just don't have the patience. Sometimes I have more patience than the other, or I'm just not mentally exhausted at others days. So yeah, I just wanted to come here, and even though I said I was not going to go to social media, I'm recording. So I normally don't share things like this. I think they're really private, and because it's things for school, I don't know if I should or shouldn't. But I'm just gonna wing it. And I think my second dry load it's done, so I'm just gonna go grab that, fold it, and then I'm gonna keep working with this because I have to turn it in tomorrow, and I really would love not to do none of this tomorrow, just because if something happens then I'm not gonna be able to turn it in on time, and it's due tomorrow before 12. Well, I would say it's due someday at 11:59, but I'm not really sure. I should check that out because, how I said, I've been doing homework Fridays, so I'm not used to doing homework on the weekends. And I should also grab my laptop. It's just that I want to be in the living room and it's raining. It's really bad. I'm just gonna grab the second load of laundry, and then I'm just gonna keep working on this. And I have to be really careful because even though I want to stay with this book in particular, Anatomy and Physiology, I don't want Sophia to be like drawing because she thinks it's a coloring book and it's not. So yeah, I'm just gonna go do that, and then quite high up. Well guys, I'm back in the car. Well, actually not back in the car, but I'm back here, and I'm gonna go pick up my mom. I was now gonna go pick her up, but then I was talking to Addie, and they were saying how they were eating, or that she been wanting to eat Nika food. And they sent me a picture that they were eating carne asada. So I don't know why I really wanted buñuelos. Is this I don't know what it's called, the vegetable, or I don't know. It's yuca, if I'm not mistaken, frita with something else, and it's like a little like a ball. I don't know how to explain it. If I remember, I'll show you. But then she was mentioning like for me to bring some, but the only place that I know that they might have it is in Flagler, so I really didn't want to go, but she's pregnant and I feel bad. So I'm gonna go pick up my mom. I'm gonna see what she says if we go all the way to that place, and then I'll take her to her. So I just took a bath. It's 5:19 right now. I took a bath and I really just feel really blech. I didn't even put makeup on. Like, I pick up a little bit of my hair, like half up, half down. I had showered Sophia before, so she was good, and I'm so sorry for this setting. It's just that I had like twisted really hard. I should have gone the other way around, yeah. And I'm driving. I'm sorry. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go the other one, not in here. So like like a couple of months back, I really like twisted and put it like really, really hard, like steady in a place. But I have mentioned before that I misplaced this, or I don't know what would be the correct word. Like I didn't put it correctly, and I think it should have been a little bit more like the size of my hand, but it's really not. Like it goes all to here. So I really put it really back. So I think because of that, then it gets really in the middle of that of the mirror of the car. So I'm always struggling. So I try to like fix it a little bit, but I think it's still not the perfect one. So yeah, that's the plan right now. We are gonna go pick up my mom, try to go find buñuelos. Like it's not even I'm gonna try to find them. I'm gonna mention to her to go to this place, or like maybe we can go to another one that is really close by, or not technically close, but it's closer than the other one. So if we could find them there. But honestly, this place is basically for food. They don't have so many sweets, and if they have it, it's like you have to order like a day or two ahead, and then they would hold it for you until a certain time. So if you don't come to that time, they would sell it, because for them it's like you're not gonna come. So yeah, Sophia's in the back, and today's been just one of those days that even if I talk to her, it doesn't work. But I'm just swinging it, honestly. I haven't picked up again my homework, and I have it in the back of my head that something's gonna happen. I'm not gonna be able to turn it in, so I really have to finish it and complete that work. What else? I finished laundry. I haven't folded the second load. I think it happens to anyone, okay? And so maybe when I come back, I'll put a couple of heats, and like a couple of minutes with heat, and then I'm just gonna fold it. I just did laundry for Sophia, because we've been doing laundry, but for some reason it hasn't been everything. Like even today that I tried to pick everything, there was like one white sock left, like one sock left behind. So yeah. So yes, that's the plan. So I have no makeup, like no makeup at all. This is really bad. Normally on Saturday I would put like a little bit more of makeup, but like try to like dress a little bit more cute. But sometimes it's just like not doing it. I was even thinking that I need to wash my hair, because I haven't washed it since Wednesday, I think. And if you could see, I didn't even like brush it, and it's really like and it's oily, like really, really oily. My hair, it's thick, straight, oily. And then as of right now, I'm using this shampoo for dandruff, and it has worked amazing. Like for the past 2 to 3 months, I've been trying everything, and when I tell you everything has been everything, and it has now worked for me. And just to find this one shampoo, I just like, it's like so yeah, I haven't really finished homework, and it's really sad that I'm talking a lot about it today, but it's just how I said, it keeps like popping in my head, and I'm really afraid. I don't want to do bad, because if it's not this upcoming week, the following week I have midterms. So, and I know for sure the heart in general is really, for me, it has always been one of the hardest. I remember back in high school, I had this anatomy teacher. She was amazing, and we had to do this test of like the blood pathway. Is it the blood pathway, if I'm not mistaken? And I failed the test, and she had this like amazing on the floor drawing of the heart, and like how, and then you would like get on like on be walking around like certain like the movement of how the blood worked, like how the I don't even think there was the blood, like I forgot the name of it. You see, like that's how like I haven't studied at all about this chapter. I'm driving, and here in Miami you're a defenseless driver. You know, when you're like I sometimes I think when you're like in court and you're accused of something and you're trying to prove that you're innocent, this is exactly what happens in Florida or Miami City. Like, is you're trying to prove that you're an okay driver, because there's no way that you're an amazing driver. Like, either you get a ticket or you get into an accident or something, and sometimes it's not even your fault. So yes, so yeah, I forgot. I'll try to put like the name of it, but yeah, and she was so amazing. So I remember like that used to be one of really hard chapters in general. So yeah, and then I think when I saw how big of a homework it was last week, I just have put it to the side, because in this particular class it hasn't been homework. I think the most that I have done for this class has been a big quiz. The first quiz was, oh my god, I think it had like 50 to 60 questions, and then it sucked because something happened to the system and she had to renew everything, so we had to do it again. And then she did like, if I'm not mistaken, like around 15 to 20 questions, so she put a little bit less. And then homework, the most I think we had done is like 10, if I can recall. So I'll keep you posted, because I'm just picking up on mom.